So in this video, we are going to discuss one of the most interesting topics, that is whether you should go for permanent exemption or not. Okay, so I'm not going to tell you what to do, what not to do. I'll just talk about the mindset. Okay, so let's take a student who got an exemption in SFM, and after 3 attempts, that exemption got lapsed. Now he is in a situation whether he wants to go for permanent exemption or not. Okay, now understand, in group 1 there is a subject called audit. Okay, so there's a mass majority of people, I'm telling you, who get 40 and clear the group. In FR and SFM they do good and they end up getting 40 in audit and they clear. Even if you talk to your seniors, no, they'll say, how I don't know how I got 40 marks in audit. Okay, there are many situations like that. That is because FR and SFM, no, even if you're conceptually good, you will do really well in the exams. But audit is such a subject where you have to do rectify, not 1 or 2 pages, but 400 pages you have to ratta. You have to do that ratta thing. Okay, that is when you will end up getting marks. See, practically in your articleship outside, if you're doing any paid assistance, if you're doing any kind of audit jobs, you will do really good. But when it comes to writing the exam, no, it's difficult. It's because there are certain flaws in it. Okay, so that is not everyone's cup of tea. Now understand that student who has exemption in SFM, no, if he's going for permanent exemption. So earlier, no, that fellow could not clear in 3 attempts. Maybe various reasons, maybe he was doing job or financial issues or mental health issues, whatever the issues could be, he could not clear. Matlab, when he was having exemption, he could not get 40-45 marks. Okay, and then no, in 3 attempts, now that exemption got lapsed. Now the same student, if he's going for permanent exemption, he has to get 50 in that. Not just that, he has to get 50 in FR also. Okay, per subject it is 50 marks. Now a person's aim, whose aim is to get 40 marks, if that is increasing to 50, there's 25% of increase in the marks. Okay, I'm telling you, if his aim was to get 40 earlier, now his aim is to get 50. Matlab, there's 25% of increase in the marks. You're getting my point? So 25% marks increase karna matlab, you have to put 25% of the efforts in that subject. But a person who's gone for permanent exemption, what happens? Subconsciously, his mind will tell him that you have only 2 subjects to write now and it's easy to clear. It's about the mindset. Now take the same another student who lost his SFM now. Now he has to reopen the books. Okay, which he has studied 2 years back. Okay, after 3 attempts lapse, his exemption got lapsed, right? So that means that he has studied SFM 2 years back. Now that subject he has to reopen again. Along with that, he has to study audit and FR. His mind will tell him, that fear will be there with him. Okay, so his mind will be telling him that you have to sit and study. He won't be in a comfortable situation. He'll be very uncomfortable. He'll have a lot of fear. So he'll put enough time, the time that is required to write the exams, that 1 month, 1.5, 2 months before the exams, he will sit and study to clear the exam. The same student who has claimed the exemption, no, he will not do that. His mindset will tell him that, there are only 2 subjects to clear. He doesn't realize that now he has to get 50. Okay, so the whole game is about the mindset. I say abhi bahut chalak hai bhai. ऐसा ये permanent exemption नहीं दिया. There is no benefit in that. Okay, so even if you take permanent exemption, no, I would say invest the same amount of time that you would have invested for 3 subjects. Okay, so that is when it could turn out to be an advantage. Okay, you have to do multiple revisions so that you get that extra 10 marks, extra 15, extra 10-15 marks. So getting 50 marks in audit is also like not an easy task. Okay, that thing is very important to keep in mind before going for permanent exemption. Why am I talking only about audit? Is because audit is the one subject in group 1 where mass majority of people are stuck. Okay, so make a right choice, and whatever choice that you make now, make it look as if it's the right decision. Okay, so it all depends upon your mindset and the amount of efforts that you're putting. It's okay if you have lost the exemption, that's absolutely fine. It happens to a lot of people, but people don't come out. Okay, people that you see in LinkedIn, no, only people that are 15% those who cleared the exams. Rest 85% are still sitting at their home and they're alone. They have not come out. When you fail, you don't come out. So there are people like that. So don't worry. put the right amount of efforts and see how November 24 question papers were there and make a right decision. Now you know how question papers will be there in May 25. So all the question papers were bouncers. So you have to put in the exact amount of time and effort to clear the exams. So make a right choice and feel free to reach out for any kind of an assistance. Let's go, guys. So